Hello everyone, Aros here. I wanted to go ahead and do a quick video. I know I already put out a video today, but I just wanted to do another one because something happened on social media and I feel that everything happens for a reason and I feel this calling to do this video, so here we are. Okay, so online I'm following this performer, drag performer, Asia Lee, and they have recently started diving into AI. And well, Asia's been getting some pushback from utilizing this. The comments have been kind of nuts from people saying, oh, well, that by utilizing AI, it's going to suck up all of the water on the earth in 5 years. There was another person who was saying that it takes away a job opportunity from a photographer and this and that and that. It's just pretty nuts what people are saying. Now, coming from someone who is also a photographer, I'm going to tell you that entertainers really, especially drag queens, really don't have that kind of money to splurge on even what you think is the cheapest price for a photographer. I mean, it's pretty nuts. I remember one time I did a special. It was like, I think I said it was like $50 or something like that. And I told them I would give them like 5 photos for $50. So it was like $10 each for a photo. And I remember that I was so upset because no one got back to me about this. You know, I thought it was a good price, but no one got back to me on it. And it had nothing to do with the quality of my work. My quality of work was substantial and definitely enough to suffice for $10 a photo. That wasn't it. It's just that people, like, especially, you know, the artistry world, you know, the starving artist world is very real. Is very, very, very real. I just don't know if people just don't understand where people are at these days. I don't know if there's just like, I don't know what's going on. But, you know, people are struggling just to put gas in their car. Okay? They're struggling to put gas in their car. You know, it's coming from me. I'm an artist. And I went to the gas pump and I was thinking to myself, well, I'm going to put $10 in this time. That should be enough to kind of get me around for a couple of days. Maybe I'll come back to it when I need more, you know? And I get that gas tank close as I can, you know, and run off what I can because that's what I can afford. You know, I can only afford so much amount of gas in my car. And, you know, I know that it's not just me who's living this lifestyle. You know, it's not like a requested lifestyle. No one wants to live like this, but this is just how the world is sometimes. You know, and everyone has their growing pains. And for a lot of people in the artistry world, as talented as people may be, I mean, look at look at this. This looks amazing. This looks good. And if Asia, for whatever reason, was struggling to get bookings, I would feel pretty certain that after looking at these photos, probably is not going to struggle anymore, you know? So, you know, to me, this would do the job, you know? This would do the job. I think so. But the problem is that when people want to put their 2 cents in, they want to put their 2 cents in and say whatever they want about the process of how a person is getting it done. That to me is insane, you guys. That's just absolutely insane. Okay? There isn't one corporate entity that you can call right now on the phone and not get an AI prompter. Okay? Whether it means, you know, you give them a phone call or online or the email transcribers, right? All those annoying emails that you get, right? All of that is AI generated. All of it. You know, and AI transcripting services, you know, now they have like, you know, AI security cameras that when you go in, they know your face and can identify who you are just by walking into a store, you know, like, I mean, like they got your name on the top of your head and everything. So AI is not going anywhere. And to say that only people with money or large giant corporations can use AI and everyone else just has to you know, not participate for the means of, being globally economically conscious. What? Is this coming from someone who's American? Because the last I know of us as Americans, and I'm not talking smack, I love America, but we are not equally friendly. We are not. We've never been. And I would love to see it that we are, but we have never been in my lifetime. I'm 34 years old, born in the 90s. Honestly, the way that this country is, it's materialistic. It is. And, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, but it is what it is. It's the country. Maybe it'll change. But for right now, that's what it is. And I can't believe that this guy is talking like this, going, consider the global impact that using AI does. This one individual creator, who I guarantee you is not even, probably barely getting by to cover the gas to get to their performance location and back. Especially when you do performances in Orlando, because then you got to pay that ridiculous $10 tolls. What the heck? It's just nuts. People have lost their minds. They think it's totally okay because here's this person being open about what they're doing, and then from speaking truth, from speaking honesty, they get crap. This person didn't have to do that. They could have lied. They could have said, oh yeah, I hired a photographer, so-and-so. Make up a name. Oh, I hired photographer so-and-so. And I also hired this person for the digital media stuff. And I hired this person for the promotional materials and blah, blah, blah. Could have just lied off their pants like a lot of these people who get the corporate jobs do. Okay? A lot of those people lie on those resumes. That crap ain't real. They fake it till they make it. But then it's not okay for when an entertainer wants to do a little faking till they make it too. You know what I mean? And it's not really faking till you make it. You put in the effort. You thought of the idea, right? Like this person, Asia, thought of the idea. Okay, I wanted to be a queen sitting on a throne. I'm wearing a pink dress. I am wearing, a pink, tiara. Like in this one, in this other photo right here, I want to be Agumon's Digimon trainer, and then on this other photo, I want to be wearing a yellow dress and blah, blah, blah. They put some thought into it. They utilized their own photo. You have to send in your photo to get results that looks like you, like this. So it's not like as if there was zero effort put into making, this a reality. And it's a great vision board. Depending on the responses, maybe Asia will change their look to where it's more like this. To where, I got to get a pink dress that's like this now because people really, really like it. Or, because that's what happened to me with Sinner Glee. People are responding to Sinner Glee. They seem to really like it. So what am I going to do now? Probably going to have to, at some point, when I can, maybe afford gas, I'll be able to, I'm going to make it I don't want to make it myself, to be honest with you. Okay. I want to be able to have the money to pay someone else to make the costume. I want to be able to talk about them and say what a great job they've done making the costume and everything. But I'm going to need a Sinner Glee costume. And from what? From my AI art, which is going to bring in stuff in the physical reality. You see, it's like yes, you're making this exchange happen. This exchange where it's like, yes, this is a digital kind of fake reality with AI. True. CGI, all CGI. You want to think of it like that. But then you get opportunities to make it physical reality from the growth, right? When money starts flowing in and, then you can turn things around. You can hire employees. You can hire a team. You can, pay for this dress. You can pay for this tiara, whatever works for you. I just can't believe that this is where people are. The people are just talking smack for someone who's just trying to make it. And so I was going to respond. I did put down some comments. I did on Facebook, defending this person. And by the way, we are not on friend terms. We're not friends. We are Facebook, buddies at this point. I barely hear from this person, but I will be quick, very quick to defend somebody, especially when I can tell they're being bullied. Hell yeah, I will be on that wagon quick, because I do not like that, guys. And it's going to be the same when I have my own business too. My employees are not going to be treated like crap. That reality of what, a lot of corporations put you through, that's going to be gone. That's going to be in the past when Schwartz, or Schwarzkopf, or whatever it is that I decide to do, comes into fruition. These places are going to have some competition for once. Me utilizing the latest and the greatest technologies. Eventually I'll have money, bring on the best employees. I'll be, strategic with my hiring, process, lock down a special way to interview people where I can really narrow it down to get to the best of the best talent, because if I'm going to give a good quality of life for people, then obviously, you got to earn it, right? Like it's just right. So, overall, I think I'm just going to say it for what it is. If this is what people are doing, talking smack about people, just because you don't like the methodologies of how they're going about their ascension, that wasn't for you to decide. That wasn't for you to decide. This person, Asia, got this idea. It came to their brain. Where did that idea come from? Who knows? Was it God? Who knows? And it wasn't for you on the other end, judging this person, for you to decide how this person should have gone about doing what it is that they're doing. Okay? I mean, honestly. And what's so crazy is that a lot of these, people who, do this type of judgment all the time, they will always claim the same kind of crap. They will claim that they are for, unity, and they'll claim that, that they're also for, supporting equal rights, and, we believe in giving, people opportunities of all kinds and all races, and, and all types of, economic situations, and everyone can do it, right? And that's what they say until it comes time for someone to pay the piper. When someone gets an opportunity to ascend, get greater, get grander, think outside the box, do something a little different, then all of a sudden all these people got something to say. And it won't be positive. It will be negative. Every single time. Every time. Now, I think that everything happens for a reason. And I think it was no coincidence that me, as someone who is, an AI content creator, I came across this post that, to be honest with you, infuriated me. I don't think that happened for no reason. I think it's because maybe you all needed to see this side of me, the side of me that does care about other people. I know I just post a lot of stuff that I'm working on, but that's just because, I'm currently growing. So it's like I have to, show people what I'm about, what I do, what I'm interested in, but I'm so much more than that. I will be someone who will come to the calling, right? Someone's being bullied, I'm there. Especially if I'm aware of it. If I'm aware of it, that will not do well with me. 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 That will not do well with No, no, no. I just think that people need heroes. And then there are people who go out of their way to be the villain. They go out of their way to do this. And, people need heroes. This person didn't ask for me to be their hero. This person didn't ask for me to come in on, my white horse. Probably better, because then I wouldn't have to pay the $10 for gas, right? But, didn't ask me to do this, but here I am doing it. So make sure, if you haven't already, go to this person's Facebook page. I would tell you their Instagram. If I find it or have it, I will put it in here. You can check them out. They're awesome. Way before they've gone into AI, this person was into DJ mixing, and then they would have DJ mix tracks. I did a video for them at one point. They didn't pay me or anything, but I was just there, and I really, really liked the performance. So I took a video. And yeah, so, this person is an artist, and, it's not like they don't have any talent. This person has talent. So, whatever means that they have to utilize to, get grand or get better, have more opportunities come their way, I think that they should absolutely utilize that. I think they should utilize that. That's what I think. And, if you enjoyed what you heard, what I had to say, please, share this, comment, like, all those things, especially when, now that my page is monetized now, all those things make a difference. And it's free way to help out. You don't have to do anything else, but that little bit just makes a big difference. Okay. Well, anyway, it was nice doing this. This was fun. I am really sick. So I actually went to the doctor yesterday, and turns out that I am, positive for flu A. I don't even know what that means, but okay, I guess I'm positive for flu A, and yes, I'm trying to hold it in, that's why I'm not laughing, because when I laugh, I'm going to start coughing. So, yeah, I want to let you guys know that even when I'm sick, I'm going to be there to start defending people, because people need it. Even if they're not asking for it, I will be that person. Okay? All right. It's been nice, and talk to you guys later. Bye now.